Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today, before I get started with my project, please do say hello when you join me so I know that you're here. And I wanted to remind everybody that the Fitting Florets collection is available through the end of December, beginning of January to the 4th of January. And to remind you that the framed floret stamps and dies will be in the January to April mini catalog, but these gold swirls and the framed and festive stamp set and this yummy paper are only available until January 4th or while supplies last. So don't forget to load that up in your shopping cart. So today I am going to do a version of these cards. Hello, Paula. Thanks for joining me today. I made these yesterday, and I thought, it's been a while since I've shown this in a live, and it would be the right time to show you again because I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel the crunch about getting enough Christmas cards made, and this is a pretty easy way to get a bunch of them made all in one fell swoop. So this one I used the Leaves of Holly stamp set. And today I'm going to do the same technique, but I'm going to try this Merriest Moments stamp set. And the one thing I realized as I was prepping for this today is the Leaves of Holly works great for this. I did use a couple, the little evergreen fronds. They are out of the Merriest Moments. But because these leaves and berries are so big, it is actually really fast. So we'll see how quickly I can do this and how easily with the much smaller Merriest Moments. But it still should be, we would say good value for money, good value for your time and effort, because you stamp one piece of paper and you get 4 cards out of it. So that's a good use of time, I think. So I have one sheet of basic white. This works whether you're working with letter paper or A4 paper like I am. You just put it in your paper trimmer to the midpoint. So for me, that's 10.5 going vertically like this. Be 4 1/4 for those of you in North America. And then I just take a pencil with a nice point on it and put it in the track, and I just make a light pencil mark down the middle of it. And then I turn it, I rotate it so that it's going horizontally now, and I put it at the halfway point and do exactly the same thing. So now I know where my midpoint is, I know where my midlines are. And that's super easy. So now I'm going to bring in, I do have all of my stamps mounted up, and I did a couple of swatches earlier just to kind of pick out my colors and see how things would work. I tried this one, I didn't quite like it. I'm going to wind up using that. So I've got this over here as a kind of a cheat. And I'm going to start by stamping some evergreen branches, and I'm just gonna go along these lines that I've made. This is just kind of my base stamping. go way off and right along. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for right now. I can always come back and add more. And so that was Mossy Meadow. And then this is Garden Green. I'm just going to start to fill in a bit. Got a lot of things I can add in, so I'm not going to go too crazy right at first, I hope. Oh, I'm getting good impressions, but usually with the photopolymer stamps, we like to have cushioning underneath. So I love my Stampin' Pierce mat most of the time when I'm stamping on like a card front size, but when it's so big, I've got a piece of fun foam from the craft store, and that works really well for the full-size sheet. I'm going to stop there for now. Again, I'm going to try to fill in with some other things and see. Like I said, I can come back and add more. I don't want to fill in so much with the first two that I don't have spaces for the others. So now I have 3 different sizes of holly leaves, and I thought I would do those in Pear Pizzazz. Put a little bit of a brighter element in. See, I've got ink on the edge there. Now, I am not worried about going all the way up to the very edges of things because this is going to get trimmed down to make layers. So we're just going to keep going here a bit. Okay, let's keep going here with some more holly leaves. What do you think? Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that. Okay, and now I have some holly berries. Add some of those in. That's going to get us a pop of real red. And then the last thing I'm going to do on this grand full-scale stamping is the set has the speckle stamp, and I've brought in crumb cake. And I'm just going to add some of these in. It's really subtle. You tend not to see it very much consciously, but it does just help kind of fill in that white space. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that now. Hi Heather, how are you? Long time no see. Okay, so now that I have my big plot of stamping done, I'm going to bring in a really good quality eraser. This one's Staedtler. Pentel makes them too. And just really fast erase those two lines that I used to mark the center. And now I don't have to worry about them at all. And I will bring back in my paper trimmer, and now we're going to make the 4 card fronts. Like so. So again, you're just going to line up at the center. Okay, so now I've got 4 pieces that are exactly the size of a card. So now I'm going to cut them down so that they will fit on my card front. And so I'm actually cutting down 2 layer sizes, and I'm speaking that way because whether you're working in letter or A4, you know what your standard cutting down is. So I went from 10.5 to 9.5 centimeters, and from 14.9 to 13.9 centimeters, and that gets me a nice, I can layer it up with a colored cardstock and a card base, just quickly and easily. So like I said, I didn't care about going all the way to the very end, and I don't care that I'm cutting off a little bit because it's all going to just work very nicely. Okay, so I have those. And organized that I was today, ha ha ha. I actually have the pieces I want to layer on. So that's some real red and a garden green base. You see where this is going? And if I wanted to, so now I take a look at it and see if I think it needs any additional stamping. Does it need more greenery? Does it need a little more red? If I wanted to, I have some poinsettias that I could add in. And then I have sentiments. I have some all ready to go. This one is a joyful Christmas to you and yours. This one just says Merry Christmas. And this one says Season's Greetings. So the other thing I wanted to point out that I don't think I'm going to do on these. Hi Gladys. Thanks for joining me today. So this one, I went ahead and I embossed this layer, and I used one of the wintry, the evergreen bough one from the wintry, and I had to run it through twice to get, because it was a skinny one. And then I did the sentiment on another piece of paper and cut it out with the die and layered it with the same die cut back behind there. But then I also did these ones where I kept it smooth and I just stamped right on the, and I think those are lovely too. So that's what I'm going to do with these, because I'm trying to do fast 4s, but I'm just letting you know that if you want to zhuzh it up, it's very easy to do that. So this one I am going to try putting the poinsettia there in the corner. We'll see how we like that. There are 2 different sizes, and I'm using this smaller one. I think we'll just put that right there. It's a little bit lost-ish. Now there is center for it. That will help. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure it's any great shakes. So put that back. And then let's do a Merry Christmas on there real fast. There we go. So you can see that, come here, you can actually crank these out pretty fast. But you can make some design decisions as you go. Each one will be different from the other. But if you needed a little hostess gift or something and you wanted to make a set, and of course you don't have to do them Christmas themed, you can do. I've done them before with flowers that work really nicely. I did it with the soft seedlings leaves. You may have seen on my blog. That worked really nicely too. Okay, there's one. Let's bring in another piece. I think this one we're going to put in another holly berry or two. I don't think I'm going to do the poinsettia again. It doesn't, I don't know. Just didn't think it added that much. Yeah, that might be enough. I suppose I wanted to do this, didn't I? Okay, so let's make choices here. Like I said, this is easier when we're working with this. And yes, I do take the time every time to close my ink pad and wipe off my stamps, because I have ruined I don't know how many cards by having things fall in bad ways. There's number 2. That one, I like the red. I don't need to add anything except the sentiment. Let me see if there's something I like better here. That season's greetings is fine. I'm gonna do garden green, I think, for this one. This one is wishing you a season of hope and light. So, my American friends, are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? I'm thinking we may be whoops, what's going on there? Ha! That's funny. I didn't realize I had 2 layers there. That's a new one. Okay. Not quite sure what we're doing here yet. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. Probably not Saturday because I'm teaching a class. So maybe Sunday. Just looking at that spot and thinking maybe something should go there. I'm just trying to figure out what that would be and which way I want this to go. Here we go. Yeah, pies are good. Prepping early is good. Just struggling to feel it somehow. Do another one of these. Merry Christmas. Okay, so there's that. Now I'll bring them all back in here, and now it's time for embellishments, right? And I think they're fine, just fine without embellishments. But, you know, could always add something, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. I love these festive pearls. Gonna do some in gold. Yeah. That's that one. I'm thinking not the red rhinestones, but maybe some of these champagne rhinestones. Let's try that on this one. Okay. Should we try some silver pearls? Why not? That one maybe just 3. Yeah, being indecisive here. Yep, that one's staying there. Okay. So, there we go. One, 2, 3, 4. So that took barely 40 minutes. I hope you like that. Make 4 of those. And those are easy to send to just about anybody. I'll show you the other ones again as soon as I find them. Oh goodness, there they are. And I don't think I have a preference between the sets. They both were easy to work with. These will both be on my next blog post, so you can check that out at nancysniftynotes.com. Thank you for joining me today. I will be back. Let's see, next week is, yes, I will be back next week. Same time, same place. And I hope you'll join me then. See ya. Bye-bye.